beef between Kevin Durant and Michael Rapaport. Am I saying his last name right? Rapaport?
Who cares? Who fucking cares at this point? This guy and his name.
So I have the DMs between them. So real quick, John, give us a rundown before this.
Okay,
the pre, then the text, and then the post.
Okay, so I forgot the question that Kevin Durant and Charles Barkley have a contentious relationship.
A little bit of a beef?
Yeah, a little bit of a beef. So after a game, I believe it was Kevin Durant's comeback game after not playing for 2 years, he was on minutes restriction, and Charles Barkley asked him a question like, because of this and this, you were doing this. Is that correct? And he said, yes. And Charles Barkley waited for a more elaborate response.
From my understanding, Charles Barkley asked him a yes or no question.
Exactly.
He just answered yes.
And how fast he answered yes was a little bit like it was fast. Like he was like, "Is that correct?" Yes.
Was it suspicious or was it disrespectful yet?
No, you could just tell. He said yes. He wasn't looking at the camera. He was looking
like
down,
he
like he was
buzzed
tired.
in.
After the game. Because after game, it's right after the game. He hasn't even gone to the locker room. He still has his towel on and everything. And so Michael Rapaport, who
he just want to be there. Honestly, that's probably what it is.
And Michael Rapaport, who's always talking shit about players, LeBron, Kyrie. He's
an
literally
opinionated individual.
But he's also disrespectful. So
I've seen some.
He says he pops it off by commenting on KD, saying it was a chain of tweets, but the one that caught KD's attention, I guess, the most was he seems super sensitive.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah,
I'll read the
blah.
tweet real quick. It's kind of small, but I'll do my best. KD seemed deeply in his feels with the NBA on TNT crew after the game. Damn it, he's super sensitive about everything. Don't do the interview.
Also, another interesting tidbit about KD. Everybody's always told him to get off the internet since he got caught with the burner accounts and all that stuff back in the day. But he's literally
How long ago was that though?
A long time ago. But literally,
wait, what happened with the burner accounts?
He got caught when he was like in his rookie contract. I believe he was talking shit about his team from a burner account. Like, like they won't. This is why they won't win championships. No, so like this is one thing I finally understood about KD. He enjoys this. Like, there's a lot of people who get angry and stuff like that. He does get angry and stuff, but he enjoys all of it.
He prioritized the enjoyment out of it.
Exactly. Like, so if KD did this, right, and he went out and you can see he was incensed by it. He's always wearing a chip on his shoulder. He doesn't. He does this. He gets on the internet in his free time. He engages with trolls, and then he goes and drops 40 points on you. Like nothing happened. Almost like it's his motivation. Mm-hmm. So he literally goes at trolls all day for fun. So enter.
All right,
KD.
Here comes the DMs, the back and forth. So Kevin Durant DMs Michael saying, taking a screenshot of that tweet I read out, and then commenting on it, telling him, "You a bitch."
Straight to the point.
Michael, just do the fucking interview, and if you're upset about something they've said, say something. Up there looking like you were gonna cry and shit. And then KD, I did the interview, dickhead. Tell your baby daddy, Chuck, to be better at his job and frame his questions better. He gave me 2 options for that dumbass question, yes or no. And then Michael apparently shares a, I can't tell what this is. I don't know why they still ask for this idiot's opinion.
Yeah.
And it's about KD.
That was Michael. That was Michael.
Yeah, I saw that. Why'd you take the foam head off to speak? All what was all that?
Because it got serious, man.
I took the lid off, goddammit. No, that was Michael Rapaport commenting on KD. That's a quote from him commenting on KD.
Oh, okay. So he's just reaffirming his quote or reestablishing what he was saying. Gotcha. And then KD replies, I heard it all before, you cunt. Chuck doesn't need you as security, you pale, pasty, cum-guzzling bitch. I swear I'ma spit in your face when I see your dirty ass. Bet your life on it. Meet me on 17th tomorrow at 10. Or better yet, what's your address? 10 a.m. at Catch Steak on the corner. Meet me there, pussy.
I would like to keep in mind that Kevin Durant currently plays for the Brooklyn Nets. And Michael Rapaport, who is from Brooklyn, currently lives in Los Angeles. So there would have been no meeting.
And then Michael responds.
I mean, Michael would have had some major props if he showed up.
No, for real. It's a street cred going on.
Whoa, shit.
I'm here. Where you at?
I'm here, bitch. That's all he could have said. I'm here, bitch.
All right. And then Michael replies, go help the kids in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and stop being a fucking puzz.
In my opinion, that message is when he said,
mentally said,
I'm going to release this. and now I need to make myself look as good as possible.
Or
in the
bait him
interaction.
more or
I'm
whatever.
baiting him, yeah.
Gotcha. And Kevin Durant replies, "You a bitch for even caring how I do on an interview. All you do is cocksuck other men for attention. Trump didn't pay attention to your sorry ass, so now you want to use everybody else to get views and laughs." I kind of agree with him a little bit.
I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody use cocksucker like this.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not gonna let me either.
This shit is hitting, dog.
And then he ends it. "Your life is a joke, you fucking pale cocksucker. Go get some sun. It's fucking with your brain, piece of shit." And then again, Michael replies, "Go to Brownsville and help the people that need it, goofball." That's what that says. And then Kevin, "You go do it, you clown. Good for you, but nobody gives a fuck. Suck a dick. Can't wait to tell you all this in person." And then pretty much Katie just going in like this. There's a bunch of Katie stuff. Oh, this was you told me this was after Katie found out. Go for it.
So currently Michael Rapaport has a open case, a civil suit, I believe, against Barstool, the owner of Barstool. I think his name is Kevin Portney. I don't know his first name. His last name is Portney. For defamation of character because of T-shirts that have Michael Rapaport on it with a herpes bump on his lip. And there's a catchphrase or something on there, but it doesn't say anything about herpes. It's just implied. Also, he recently split with Barstool.
Which is less than Portney?
Portney, yeah.
Let me see if I can pull up the short
Portnoy.
quick.
Yeah, because I've heard Schultz say it like that. Portnoy.
I don't know. Let me just look up the shirt. There we go. Okay. Dude, that's actually kind of funny.
That shirt is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I need a medium. Yo, what if Kevin Durant comes out wearing
I don't see the
this shirt?
phrase though. I just
What
see
if
the shirt.
Kevin
Dude,
Durant
that would
buys
be
this
funny.
shirt?
That'd be great. But I don't see a phrase. There's another
There's
one
no
that's
phrase, though.
unboxing, but it's just the shirt with him.
Yeah, but they're using his. So he could have sued them for using his likeness.
His likeness. There you go. That's.
But he went
instead
like,
of defamation. And, yeah, a poor use of the law. And then
poor use of his ego.
fair. And then the last message. Then we're getting to it. A bunch of laughing emojis. "You called your lawyer like the pussy you are. Ha 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 ha. Couldn't talk Portney talking shit. You couldn't talk or couldn't take."
You couldn't take Portney talking shit.
You couldn't take Portney talking shit. Little mistype there. "Defamation of character. Crying, laughing. Pussy ass want a lawyer up. Your wife mad as because you wasting that little bit of money on a lawyer because you can't take the joke. Ha 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 ha. How pussy are you? Your wife doesn't even respect your bitch ass." Damn.
So he releases these.
Damn.
And so currently, KD has been fined $50K by the NBA, which is the maximum legal fine for something.
He was fined?
For the speech
For-
that he used. Unbecoming of the NBA.
Yeah, I can definitely see that,
They
especially
can fine you
the
for stuff like that. Yeah.
the homosexual
And
remarks.
look, I'm not trying to get complicated, Gene. I'm not trying to get complicated.
right.
But if we can say, and this is not
No,
racial,
you're not wrong.
But if we can say don't kneel and all that type of shit, like you represent us. You're some form of representation. So like your time.
And that's not good
That's
representation.
not good. Like regardless of how. it
No, the
looks.
whole thing. He
Yeah,
was just
like-
going at him. Just
and I ain't gonna lie.
honestly,
He's so
the
eloquent.
one, the
way
one
he,
phrase is the one that made sense to me.
pasty?
That yeah, you pasty come. Yeah, that one is like okay.
He's here for this.
Okay, yeah, it's like okay.
and he gladly paid the fine. And his apology was fantastic.
Yeah,
He
so-
apologized that you guys saw that.
I'm not apologizing for what I said.
No. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys saw that.
Saw it.
And everybody's so mad about his apology. He might lose some endorsements because of it. Like there's a
I
lot.
don't think
He's
so.
getting a lot of backlash because of it. The LGBT community, funny enough, has not come out and attacked him. So everything happening to him is preemptive. But Michael Rapaport is getting nobody wants to play with his dog anymore. So
now let's segue into this. So Michael Rapaport went on Undisputed, and
dog.
yeah, Shannon's funny. And it starts, I think, right here.
Absolutely.
I don't know if y'all can hear it. Hopefully you can. If not, I'll try to edit it in. But he starts
Crying.
and not even well, I say fake crying. He forces it
He's an
clearly.
actor.
But Doc, you just see his facial expressions. You don't really need to hear it. Just watch his facial expressions.
Look at it. I'm disgusted, dude. I'm so fucking. Oh,
It's been tough.
it's been crazy tough.
It's been crazy. I
That's
don't do
what you
good.
do
I don't do
for
good
a
with
living.
smears and
Oh, this is where it gets bad. Wheezy. Oh, Wheezy. Oh, the poor dog, Wheezy. Because you're sensitive.
You see the guy on the left roll his eyes. What the fuck?
Shannon,
Yeah, Shannon.
Shannon cannot stand none of it. And look, Shannon's actually really close friends with Michael Rapaport up until this moment. Because Shannon's a former athlete.
He's still trying. That's what he's still milking
He's
this.
still trying.
Like,
and Shannon's sitting there, dude.
all right, that's pretty much all. Like, it's just.
He just has him one question.
I think this revealed so much in his
man.
like that
And-
right there. The
And
first.
the funniest thing that came out of this, his whole spiel is, I'm a white guy who's not Hollywood. I'm from New York. I'm from the hood. I was in White Man Can't Jump. I was in all these. He's been in all the black movies. Coming to America.
He's
all,
hip.
He's the guy. He was the guy. So now he's acting like a total like.
Dude,
Who's now? If somebody were to be called racist here, who in your opinion should it be? Because in my opinion, somebody baited somebody else, used their standing to gain leverage, and now is trying to play the victim.
I said this before we started the podcast. He's just trying to get his name cycling again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And even
and he's probably he probably posted all that stuff just to get the woke
He said,
mob
"I had
on
no idea."
Kevin Durant, just so he could be like, oh, dude, I could probably cancel him. Let me see,
Mhm.
and post all of this stuff.
is it
and
this
go out to it.
revealing though? Like,
Gene wants to talk about liberalism.
no,
Well,
it's because it's leftism.
Leftism.
It's
It-
leftism.
But I'll tell you what,
mean-
Nigerians were not allowed to eat with our left hands.
Go for it, Doc. Sorry.
I think it reminds me of like high school, man. Like when you like you put out some text and somebody bullies you like that, and if you can't deal with it there, you go to the principal, and if it comes out, and the whole school knows, and everybody's like upset and stuff like that. But then like the guy who puts it out runs the potential of looking like a bitch, and everybody
Man.
at school, like you almost reaffirmate the guy who's calling you a bitch by doing that. And so
By doing
I
bitch
feel like
ass things.
yeah, so I think Kevin was doing that, but like I don't know, like modern society right now is just like the bitch ass thing is the thing you need to do, and so I feel like that's kind of what's happening right now. Where
But this is
we're
such a
all-
bad acting job.
Yeah, it's weird.
This is such a bad acting.
But that's all it is, though.
And the people that would normally play with my dog Wheezy, they don't play with my dog Wheezy.
I don't want to go on a rant about this, but we have nurtured and coddled victim mentalities. Now people
And
know
then-
everybody, and women, men, everybody. It is now known that if you are a victim, you will probably,
You're owed something.
well, not owed something, but yeah, you'll get away with it. You're gonna come out on top. You're gonna win whatever the.
You're gonna start a
Yeah,
GoFundMe.
whatever it
Well,
is.
the other thing I think is weird too is that like
And he's clearly trying to play the victim role here, crying about people not wanting to pet his dog,
Y'all have to
about a
understand.
bakery calling him Cupcake.
They're a bakery. First off, they're
Oh
a
my
fucking
gosh.
bakery. And second
You
off,
can't take this guy seriously, dude.
anyway, it's just I don't know. It's interesting to me that people like to be the victim now. It's
it's
very
also really
interesting.
weird too because it's like it's Kevin basically responding to a heckler. Like he's not really. Like if somebody in the stands is just like you bitch, and he's just like biting his lip, like I just gotta play. I gotta play through this shit. I'll get to it later, and he got to it later, and it's just like one of those things where I don't know. I kind of can't blame Kevin like for
I think he was
responding
very
to
creative.
that tweet.
But my issue is, so let me know if I'm just being like Gene or being too much here. I think he was trying to play the victim card because he wanted to take advantage of the narrative of when men express their feelings and when people, mainly not people, mainly
I
men.
think all of the narrative, dude. Like not
No,
even
yeah.
just that. Like
You want
all of it.
I
the
completely
left,
agree with
the
that. But
left narrative that you like, the left. No, I'm agreeing with you. Like I'm not even.
no,
being
I know.
Yeah,
it's
right.
just kind of funny that we're there right now. It's just funny that we're here right now.
We're not right.
The only thing what I was trying to, I guess, focus on, not the whole encompassing of the leftist stuff, was just the fact that when men express emotion, it's like a negative thing, and people try to stigmatize people like, don't make fun of men expressing emotion. He was not expressing a sadness or emotion. He was manipulating people to make people think. So if we attack him because he's quote-unquote crying, it's not because he's expressing emotion. It's because he's faking it. He's not being sincere or genuine. He's clearly trying to deceive and manipulate to get a certain outcome.
At any moment, reading the messages between them, did you actually think Kevin Durant was going to waste his time to come and fight this man?
Like you established earlier, Kevin Durant is in Brooklyn and Michael Rapaport is in California.
100%. And then I thought, the most genius response there? He said, why don't you go take care of the kids in Brownsville? He said, fuck you, you do it. Yes. Why don't you do it? You know about them. You over here trying to spend my money.
Could you argue, and this is me definitely trying to take a leap here, could you argue that right there was racist?
Why the kids in Brownsville? Why is it called
Why do
Brownsville?
I have... Why are you telling me, like, to go take care of this? Why specifically me? Because I'm black?
You from there. Kevin Durant's from Maryland or Washington, D.C. Michael Rapaport's from Brooklyn, New York. What you did for the kids in Brownsville. Like, I just don't get it.
I guess, yeah, Kevin could have pivoted on that if he really wanted to. I just think it's funny that Kevin starts the entire, like, conversation with a fucking, like, site. Like, he, like, quotes it. Like, he takes a picture of what he said on Twitter and puts it in there, and he's just like, you a bitch. Coming at you, and I'm showing you Exhibit A as to why you're a bitch. Like,
This is my proof.
And he proves him right, too, with everything that unfolded. His responses to it, then his interview with Skip and Shannon.
And then he's just reaching, too, because if you just think about his lawsuit with the guy, too, he's just reaching for people to
Let's talk about what he said earlier in the interview about his wife. His breaking point was when he...
His wife's mad at him based on this interview, too.
I would be, too, because he's mischaracterizing the whole event. Trying to say he had... What did he say specifically? He attacked my wife or something like that?
He disrespected.
Disrespected my
There you
wife.
go. I wanted to use the
He
exact word.
disrespected you, dude. He never said anything about your wife. He just said that your wife doesn't
No
respect you.
for you. And honestly speaking,
Yeah, I can understand.
no, it's just wild. I don't know. It's a trend you see. I wanted to say something on it earlier. I kind of forgot, but it's a trend that we're seeing a lot lately with people just trying to monetize their victimhood.
Completely. The snake eating itself. It's getting worse and worse. I
And
feel
it's
like
it's turning comedian. Okay, so for example,
Ooh.
could you imagine if Dave Chappelle
Oh, that would be the end of Dave
said
Chappelle.
this
I feel like
LGBT person in my inbox was calling me all types of names?
that wouldn't be Dave Chappelle, and if he did do that, that would be the end of Dave Chappelle. I would argue.
That's it. But this guy wants both. He wants to sue them.
But I feel
He
like
wants
this is
to keep
within
his
his character.
characterization.
I don't know him like
No,
that.
his
I don't-
characterization,
like-
his character that he plays, tough guy, tough white.
well, his character he plays, but I mean,
No, I
like
mean-
his actual person.
is a character.
Okay,
We don't
you
know
got
who
me
he
there.
is.
All right, fair.
Like
Fair.
Michael Rapaport that shows up on here is the same one that we've seen in every single fucking movie. It's the same guy. He doesn't
Yeah,
even
that's
act
true.
anymore. Plays the loudmouth guy who's giving it to you straight.
All right. I think we talked enough about this. Didn't mean to get pull politics into this, but we got just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Look at him with his mouth open, cocksucker.
All right, let's get away.
it's funny because the snippet of Kevin looks like he's just finished saying that. He's fucking pissed at that photo.
It really looks like Kevin, like Michael just snitched on him. He's like, hey, man, he called me a cocksucker. And the judge's like, Kevin, did you call him a cocksucker? And then Kevin just looked straight at Michael. Well, if he's out there sucking cocks, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching a clip of Fake Deep Thinking. If you like what you heard, be sure to subscribe, like the clip, leave a comment, and check out our page for more content. Full episodes of Fake Deep Thinking are released every Friday on Podbean, iTunes, and Spotify. Check it out.